Is who will you, the American public, choose to be the all-American girl? Let's meet the 15 girls who 4-year-old Kelly can certainly dance. But is this really the voice of the all-American girl?
One way or another. I'm gonna win ya. I'm gonna get ya. I'll get ya.
Pageant girl Shauna has the looks, but can she handle the pressure?
You'll be all right, come on.
Ashley is a fantastic athlete, but can you have an all-American girl with 2 left feet?
I'll learn how to dance. I'm gonna get on the show.
Dancer Andrea was nearly left on the scrap heap in the last show.
Take a couple days, but I'll be okay.
She's got a lot to prove if she's going to stay. Shannon looks the part, but looks aren't everything in this competition.
All girl, right? All girl.
Former Spice Girl Jerry Hallowell's team. Quirky Kara certainly has talent, but is she talking herself out of the competition?
I don't shower every day.
Christy's hoping her faith will get her through.
I'm gonna trust in the Lord with all my heart and not lean on my own understanding.
Jessica has kept a pretty low profile, but she can certainly sing. Could she be the dark horse?
I have the potential to be the all-American girl.
For the land of the free.
Even if she couldn't sing, 6-foot-tall Melanie would have stood out. And Monica was crowned Queen of North Carolina, but that counts for nothing in this competition.
In pageants, everything is so structured. And with this, you can really be you.
Writer-producer Suzanne DePass's team. Tara can dance, but will she have the maturity to win the title?
My advice to all you youngsters out there is don't be afraid to dream big.
Evelyn's the wild card. So far, she's been the class clown. Now, it's time for her to get serious.
Son of a gun.
Carrie has an amazing voice. But has she got the confidence to become the all-American girl?
I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
Natalie is the girl that all the coaches wanted, but will her dancing make the grade?
I'm not disappointed in myself because I did my best and I'm gonna keep doing my best.
And Allie's multi-talented, but has a plan to win over the public.
I hear that sex sells in Hollywood.
Tonight, the coaches are going to put their girls through the most intense 2 days of their lives as they're tested in singing,
Get rid of all the classical training if you've had any.
dancing,
Here we go. Yank.
fitness,
You're going to work out. That's going to happen. Does everyone understand?
and beauty.
You look like Count Dracula, you look like Ernie and Bert, you look like any cartoon figure, you look like somebody from Sesame Street.
And the coaches will be watching like hawks. On tonight's show, they will each have to break the heart of one of their girls and make the most devastating cut yet.
Somebody has to go, baby.
Our 15 finalists have traveled to Los Angeles to compete in Stage 2, and they're up early.
Hey, good morning.
Hi, come on in.
Oh my God, I made it. I'm nervous, but I'm excited too.
I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna try really hard. I'm just gonna do it.
Right left.
Sure, all of our girls are in good shape, but is it good enough? They're being put through their paces by Daniel Kukin, a Hollywood fitness trainer, a trainer with an unusual approach. His martial arts-inspired training is designed to test the girls not just physically, but mentally as well.
Who are you looking at? There's one thing to do. One thing. And I think I'm describing it, right?
First up is John's group, and it's clear Daniel is going to be tough on all our girls.
Pretty women oftentimes like to stay pretty. And that's contrary to this work. This work is oftentimes by nature clumsy and awkward and not pretty. So it's going to be interesting to see if they can give up being pretty for a couple of hours. That's a girl! Go, 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 go! Don't be pretty. Nice, you're very pretty anyway.
Women are competing in the same sports and the same mentality as men. To be all around and to be considered all American, they got to be able to do all things great or almost great.
Someone else who's caught Daniel's eye is Kelly.
What about Kelly?
She has the least amount of sort of aesthetic training, right? The least amount of training showing her how to be pretty and be delicate. But she went in, I thought, really fearlessly today.
Next up is Jerry's team. Christy didn't do well in last week's fitness test, and Daniel isn't impressed now.
You look at someone else, you think they're doing better than you, and you start chattering. Stop. And it's just that simple. You just stop.
I get the impression, I'm going to be totally straight with you, that you've never had to try.
I've never had to try?
No. And this is showing me that. I spot someone giving
80%.
Christy isn't the only problem for Jerry.
I thought Melanie gave a valiant effort. I think her fitness level just isn't as strong as the others. It's something that she may get in a couple years' time, but it ain't gonna be soon.
Okay, like a million times better. And I hate that.
And I'm going to be honest with you, that Daniel, the fitness trainer, he told me that you're not up to scratch. It'd be rather boring and rather dull if we didn't find anything for Melanie, you to work on.
I really need to get more focused. You know, I'm thinking like, oh, I just ate a big lunch and stuff like that, but I need to get out that mindset, just give it, you know?
Melanie is a bit of a conundrum because she's so good at singing, but then, you know, in the other field, you know, nature has a way of readdressing the balance. Nobody gets everything.
Jerry's team doesn't impress, but it's Suzanne's team that poses the biggest problem.
Think less, move more.
I don't know why I can't get my leg right.
Shall I say that perfect thing that enlightens you and makes everything worthwhile?
Yes.
Don't know what it is. Sorry, that thing doesn't exist.
Carrie was a little bit loose. I'm not sure she has the commitment. I'm not sure yet.
But there's a reason why Carrie is lacking in energy.
Evelyn's my roommate, and she's a little spunky in the morning, so she kind of woke me up at like 5. So we've been up for a while. Yeah, I'm not that happy in the morning.
After making Carrie unhappy this morning, Evelyn is now starting to wear on Daniel.
Keep your circle. Go.
I'm not that fit compared to like our guru over here, because he's kicking my butt.
Evelyn is interesting because she is so verbal, and she's clearly hiding behind that. She's clearly hiding behind I'm the funny one. I'm the funny verbal one.
Everyone has their way of releasing tension, and that's just mine. It's making people laugh.
But fitness is only one of the attributes we're testing. Our girls return to their hotel and face their next test, a beauty makeover. But if they think it's going to be fun, they'll have to think again. Veronica Henman is a beauty director from Us Magazine. She's a makeover expert who will tell it like it is.
The hair is very boring.
She's here to devise a new look for the girls before they face the American public. And as Tara finds out, she's not holding back.
Hey, you look 12. So it's all-American girl, not all-American child. You've got a big old black line coming through here that's like a big old boulevard. Your eyebrows are black. They're too thick. They're like 2 caterpillars on your face.
Take one last look at the old me.
And she's no kinder when it comes to Shannon.
All you see are her lips, which are wonderful, but they're like a floating device. Talk about the eyebrows. You look like Count Dracula, you look like Ernie and Bert, you look like any cartoon figure, you look like somebody from Sesame Street. Please, just go back in time.
In fact, she has some pretty brutal advice for all our girls.
You've got like the state of Texas above your eyes. Staten Island secretary, right here. You've got a bob right now that's very, oh yes, I'm gonna be a soccer mom. I think you have a pretty big forehead. You know why you can't do it too? Your nose is too pronounced. Like you need some. It says, I fetch coffee for my boss.
Ouch.
Coming up, the girls hit back at Veronica.
I cannot take beauty advice from someone who I think looks terrible.
Kelly hits all the wrong notes.
Everyone eggs a day. Oh, I can. Oh.
And 3 girls must go. It's the most devastating cut yet.
And don't make me cry. I'm too big to cry on television.
Welcome back to All American Girl.
Veronica from Us Magazine has been brutally honest about the girls' looks.
Staten Island secretary, right here. I think you have a pretty big forehead. So it says, I fetch coffee for my boss.
But they're not going to take it lying down.
I have a few problems with this makeup beauty. I completely disagree with almost everything she said.
I'm gonna kill her. Oh, goodness. Oh, what makeup brush can I use as a weapon?
How do you like this fro?
I don't know what she was wearing. I cannot take beauty advice from someone who I think looks terrible.
I like my nails. It's fine if they're not the way the French do it. I don't care if the French, would just die if they saw my nails. I like them.
She didn't rag on me too much. Well, actually, no, yeah, she did.
The real test is, did she make them look any better? Let's have a look at Tara, before and after. And now Shannon. In fact, all the girls were made over. See what you think. And which coach do you agree with when it comes to beauty?
We're looking for somebody who's well-rounded and isn't just, a pair of legs with 2 basketballs on top.
I completely believe beauty comes from within. Absolutely.
People that say, beauty's from within, they're liars. They're usually ugly people that say that.
After a grueling fitness test and some fierce beauty advice, the girls are back at the rehearsal studio to be tested on singing.
Oh, baby, he's no Romeo, but he's my loving one-man show. Oh,
Natalie White has caught the eye of vocal trainer Michelle Owens.
She's a really good singer. And
Michelle is a top vocal trainer, and she's going to tell each coach who can sing and who can't.
she does a great job, so I would have to say she's one of your strongest.
Yeah.
Natalie stands out, but all of Suzanne's team are strong singers.
Overall is good.
I think they sounded good. Yeah.
She'll have to look elsewhere to make her cut.
I have 5 girls on this team, all of whom I think have something. What I'm wrestling with now is how much of everything does each girl have?
Next to sing is Jerry's team. Jessica impresses immediately.
I don't want to fall asleep 'cause I miss you, babe. Don't want to miss a thing. 'Cause even when I dream of you, the sweetest dream would never do.
Performing is what I absolutely love to do. It's my passion. I really do feel like I have the potential to be the All-American Girl.
And I'm
She was a very emotional singer, and it was like touching me. I thought I was going to cry.
and then I kiss your eyes, and thank God we're together.
Finally, John's team is up.
If I had to make a cut right now just for singing, I would take Kelly would have to be cut and Andrea would have to be cut.
I can read your thoughts right now, everywhere from A to Z.
Holding back, I think. She's not allowing that front kind of pop thing. She's holding back, and I don't know why, because she has the voice. She's just not using it.
Andrea can sing. I know she can sing. I know she wants to be a singer performer, but she sang monotone, and she totally didn't put forth the effort, didn't step into it.
But the real issue for John is Kelly. She may have done well in fitness, but her singing is another matter.
Hearing my voice next to these girls who are so good is making me nervous, because there's no way I'm going to sound like them. I'm sorry, I'm on the verge of tears. I'm just nervous.
Don't be nervous, baby.
I'm nervous. You got it. Kelly.
So you're tone deaf.
Come on, my mom is even worse than me.
Oh, your mom's not competing. It's your weakest thing, but you know that. So you already know where your strength is. So you take your strength and you put it into this.
After a pep talk from John, Kelly decides the best approach is to just go for it.
I'm everyone. It's all in me. I can read your thoughts right now. Every word from A to Z. Oh, I can. Thank you for sitting there and smiling at me.
It's the end of the first day's training. There's only one more event for the girls to prove themselves. Then, each coach must shatter the dreams of one of their girls by sending them home. For everyone, the pressure is on.
I don't want to get attached to somebody I have to cut. That if they fail here, or you say they're not good enough here, that they'll stop following and chasing their dream.
I think I would choose Christy, because I think she's the most disruptive of the group. A negative attitude is contagious.
One of the girls I'm thinking about cutting at the moment is Evelyn. It's not that I don't think she's talented, but I'm not sure she can go the distance.
Coming up, the girls go for the throat.
Who here has the worst sense of style?
Oh my God, I was getting picked on tonight.
Before the coaches lay it on the line, as each has to break one girl's heart with some devastating news.
I got to get rid of one girl tomorrow. I don't want that one girl to be you.
And each team has to lose a member.
The other girls kind of beat you.
With tomorrow's elimination looming, all 3 coaches decide to single out a few of their girls to tell them that if they don't improve, they won't survive. First up is Christy.
I spot someone giving 80%. The issue that I have with you is the whole beauty, gorgeousness, which you are, and I'm sure it's opened many doors for you. I would like very much if we could let that go tomorrow. There's something really beautiful when someone's unself-conscious.
After Jerry's talk, Christy confides in the rest of the team.
I was shocked to hear that, and I said, I don't want anything to get in the way of what I'm trying to put out here, because I'm really not all about looks. That's like the last thing on my mind. You know, I try to look good, don't get me wrong.
Next up is Andrea.
I'm pretty confident about going and talking to John. I'm not scared. I just want to hear what he has to say.
She can sing, but she doesn't realize that she's being judged on every single thing that she does.
And John is ready to lay it on the line.
I got to get rid of one girl tomorrow. I don't want that one girl to be you, and I'm sure you don't want that one girl to be you. So tomorrow, when it comes to dance, you got to blow everybody off. If not, I got to say bye.
Okay.
You got it?
Got it. He was just like, your singing was not as good as it was when you were in the top 25. And he was like, you didn't blow me away with my singing. You went from top 2 to top 4. And then he's like, I don't know what I'm going to do.
After spending the day playing class clown, Evelyn has been called to meet with Suzanne.
It's more feedback, like what's done is done. I'm hoping that she's not going to say anything too earth-shatteringly depressing.
You are using humor to mask something else. I want to see you tone it down. I know you're not a dancer, but I know you can try, and I don't want to see you hiding behind that humor tomorrow. I want you to let it go, give it a rest so that we can, get someplace, okay? Mm-hmm.
She didn't really upset me. It's just kind of sad that the whole focus was on that. She didn't say, yes, we know you're talented, but then the whole thing was just, tone it down. And so hopefully I need to show her that she doesn't need to tell me more than once.
And finally, Jerry wants a few words with Melanie.
Tomorrow, I've got to let someone go. I will be watching you on the dancing. That's all I've got to say.
Oh, all right.
All right?
I guess I gotta bring it.
I just think that this basically means we just need to get our heads right. And it's all about how we gonna,
Prison
just put right.
I think we need to take everything that was said in there and, live it. Yeah.
After a stressful day, I thought it was time to get to know the girls a little better. So I'm taking them out for a meal.
It must be my birthday. You guys, congratulations for making it this far. Let's have a toast.
Woo! Hey.
To all 15 All-American girls.
I was also interested to find out what they really thought of each other. So I decided to play a game of truth.
Everybody's going to draw a question, and you get to choose who you want to answer the question. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
All right. Let's go with Kira first.
Okay.
Wait, I think I got like 3.
Read the question and decide who you want to answer that question.
Pick one other girl and tell us one thing that you really like about her and why. Now, tell us one thing you don't like about her and why. Evelyn.
Okay, I'll just give it back to Kira because that's easy because you asked me. What I really like about Kira is, girl is talented. And then something I don't, it's not necessarily something I don't like. I don't like, you're the one of the few people in this whole thing that we don't like you. you kind of seem to not talk to me, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody else showed up and I was like, oh, hi, Evelyn, okay, because I went around and I was like, okay, make sure I know everyone. And you're like the one person I still feel here who doesn't really, like, you kind of stay away from me.
What girl are you most intimidated by on this show?
I think probably a lot of people would say Natalie because I've heard her, because I know that she's multi-talented and I've heard that tonight a couple of times.
Which girl here is the biggest gossip?
Ashley.
Who here has the worst sense of style?
I would have to say Tara. You have very extravagant leotards. And I like that. Please pick one girl you think has had plastic surgery here.
You know, I would have to say you.
Coming up, the girls have one last chance to prove themselves. But does Kelly go too far?
It turned me on and turned me off at the same time. I don't know how I was supposed to react.
Before each coach has to lose one team member.
The other girls kind of beat you.
As All American Girl continues.
Hi. It's 6 a.m. and already the girls are up preparing for the day ahead. Their mission? To stay in the contest.
She told me that I'm talented, but I need to show her today that I can have some self-control. So, like I said, I woke up feeling a little nauseated.
I feel tired and exhausted, but dancing is like one of my strongest things. So I didn't get a really good overview from John last night, but he said that he knows that I can dance and I just need to do really good.
I won't be looking in the mirror, I won't be primping my hair or anything like that. I'll just be dancing my hiney off.
If I get cut this week, I won't be happy with myself, regardless of how talented anyone claims for me to be or how well anyone says I've done, because trying and failing isn't acceptable to me.
Okay, let's do it.
The girls have already been tested in the areas of fitness, singing, and beauty. And now it's their last chance to impress at the final test, dancing. And choreographer Carrie-Ann Nava isn't going to make it easy for them.
In this round, we're definitely going to up the stakes a notch with the girls. We've come up with a harder routine. It's a little bit more stylized. What we did this time was for each group, we have a different combination.
After being told by Suzanne that her position on the team was in jeopardy, Evelyn will have to pull out all the stops to prove that she's worth keeping in the competition.
With Evelyn, I'm really looking to see if she has toned down the comedy.
But the pressure is now taking its toll.
Okay, you all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Today has been very, very hard. It's especially when I can't like talk or make jokes to alleviate stress. It tends to just build up.
Someone else who's finding it hard to keep up is Allie.
My dancing sucks. It's bad. My dancing's bad.
She's worried that her performance here will influence Suzanne's decision tonight.
I'm afraid I'm gonna leave tonight.
But Allie must pull it together and focus on the job at hand. And Evelyn has to prove she's good enough to stay on the team.
I really felt that they all were trying very, very hard, and that counts for a lot with me.
It's done, and hopefully it's enough to get me to the next round.
If I go home tonight, I'll just go back to the grind of auditioning and working and being in reality again. And this is like a dream.
It's an agonizing process because I'm going to have to break someone's heart tonight.
Meanwhile, on John Sally's team, Andrea has some serious ground to make up.
When it comes to dance, you got to blow everybody off. If not, I got to say bye.
And 6. I'm feeling like I really have to nail this dance, because that's going to make or break me.
I'm sorry, I'm on the verge of tears. I'm so nervous.
And after yesterday's singing, Kelly must dance up a storm to avoid elimination.
I'm looking for in a dance performance about one step below perfection.
I'm confident, but then again, I have my doubts. I feel sorry for him because I know it's a hard decision because everybody did really good.
During the dancing, Kelly tries hard to win John over. She may have gone too far.
Maybe with Kelly grabbing my shoulder, but hey, it turned me on and turned me off at the same time. I don't know how I was supposed to react, to be honest.
I think that being flirty is in my nature. I just really wanted it this morning. But yeah, I'm so thrilled with my performance.
That performance made it 10 times harder than I thought it was going to be.
With Christy and Melanie both facing elimination from Jerry's team.
I spot someone giving 80%. I will be watching you on the dancing. That's all I've got to say.
This has been the most intense morning of the competition.
I don't know what I'm gonna do, but hopefully it's good enough to let her know that I'm trying and that I want to stay in this competition.
But the time for talk is done as the girls lay it all on the line. As Jerry's team performs, Melanie tries to keep up, and Christy proves that she's not just another pretty face.
I feel like I'm really showing her that I'm not afraid to get down and dirty and sweaty, and I'm giving this my all, and I'm so proud of myself because I'm actually doing it.
As the eliminations draw near, all three coaches are still undecided on who to cut from their teams.
I am in despair over having to make this decision tonight because I picked 5 girls that I thought had something special.
I feel sick with nerves now. I've suddenly gone, oh goodness, the reality has set in that I have to cut one of them.
I want like an act from God to happen. 2 of the girls get the flu and can't perform, or something needs to happen because I don't want to be the one to make a decision.
Coming up, the girls meet their coaches for the final time as one girl from each team is eliminated.
So I'm going to have to let you go.
Welcome back to All-American Girls.
The eliminations are close, and the coaches agonize over their decisions.
My decision is going to be based on really going to a quiet place and thinking through all of what I've seen and heard and felt.
I feel so pressured to make the right decision.
Now when you get down to 15, you're sitting here, you might all of a sudden get rid of the star. You don't want to be that person.
Any minute now, each girl will have to walk the lonely walk to see their coach for the second time. For one girl in each team, it'll be the end of the road.
We don't know anything yet.
It's gonna feel good once we finally know either way.
It'll feel good.
And you're gonna see tears no matter what.
I've been thinking about this round of eliminations since about 5 minutes after I got over the fact that I was picked for the final 15. Remember that?
Oh, gosh. I feel sick.
Time has run out for the coaches, and Suzanne DePass is the first to deliver the news to her team. Starting with Allie.
I'm freaking out. I'm first.
What do you think about so far?
For you to pick me was just amazing. So,
Well, I think you've got something so special, and I'm passing you on into the next group. Good job.
Hi, Mom. I had to call you really quick because I'm doing really good, and I just had to call you and tell you. I love you so much, Mama.
Next up is Natalie.
I want to see you trying every day, even harder, because you have so many natural gifts. So I'm passing you on to the next round, and I really have high hopes for you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Tara is next in line to meet with Suzanne.
It gets harder for you to get up there in front of the coach and, put your soul on the line and let him rip it out.
I think you've done a great job, and you're on to the next.
Can I give you a hug?
Yes, you can.
With 3 girls through and only 1 position left on her team, Suzanne must now deliver bad news to either Carrie
I'm pretty sure I'm going home tonight. I really think I am.
I have to pee. I'm thirsty.
or Evelyn.
You have a wonderful voice. You were my only 10 in talent. You perform beautifully. You have a good voice, a really good voice. Sometimes I don't feel like you're really in it. I really think that you're very special. And I think that you tried really hard. The agony of this whole process is that I have to look at everything. The overall thing, you know, the other girls kind of beat you. It devastates me that I have to excuse you.
It's cool. Thank you so much. My voice is my thing, so that means a lot to me. My voice is the one thing I've always told myself I had, and to get that kind of validation was really all I needed. I mean, I really like these girls, and I spent a lot of time here, and I had a lot of fun, but obviously it wasn't what they're looking for. I'm over it. I want to workshop a new musical, do some stuff, go back to my life.
You're on to the next.
Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you so much.
And Carrie takes the final position on Suzanne's team.
I'm in shock, really. I can't even talk.
Jerry Hallowell is the next coach to meet with her girls. She begins with Monica.
How you feeling?
Okay.
I'm not very good at, firing people or having to make this kind of decisions. I mean, it's such a hard decision to make, but...
I understand.
So that's why you're through.
Okay.
You're through. You're into the next round.
I am. You're a good actress.
All right.
Thank you. She goes, you're through. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Okay, I'll take it and go. And she goes, no. She made it to the next round. I'm like, oh my God. I'm here by myself.
Congratulations, you're in.
Thank you, Jerry. Oh my God.
Jessica is the second of Jerry's team to reach the next round.
I'm nervous that I'm not good enough.
And Kira is feeling the pressure.
I think I do deserve to be an all-American girl. I just need to remember that.
I think you're developing into a great, fine, all-American girl. That's why I want you on the team. All right?
First touching it. I have to hug something and hugging the wall. I gotta go hug my girls.
With only 1 position remaining on her team, the time has come for Jerry to choose between Christy and Melanie.
So here we are again.
For Jerry, letting one of the girls go is the toughest job of all.
How you doing?
I'm nervous.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm about to cry up.
I tell you, it's been absolutely hideous. I really don't like doing this. I've so enjoyed working with you, and I love your spirit and your effort. And I have to say, I think you've probably taken the most scrutiny out of all the girls. If I let you go through the next round, it would be asking so much of you. But this is the difference. This is an all-round show, and I think because you're so strong in one area, I don't think you're an all-rounder. That is so hard for me to say it. Do you understand? So I'm gonna have to let you go. I really don't want to. But I have to sort of stay true to what the show is about. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry. I really am.
Melanie must now break the news to her team.
Oh, God. What'd she say?
I envisioned hearing that I wasn't gonna make it. I already knew. But I don't know. It's harder for me because it's happened to me a lot already.
You've made it to the next round.
And Christy hangs on to take the last position on Jerry's team.
What am I gonna do right now?
I'm gonna congratulate those who made it, and I'm gonna cry with the one who didn't.
Coming up, dramatic scenes on John's team
I don't want anybody to get cut.
as he reveals the result of his agonizing decision.
Don't have the ability.
Welcome back to All American Girl.
Decision time for John Sally has arrived. As emotions run high in his team's waiting room, first to learn her fate is Ashley.
I feel confident. I think I did well this week, but I don't feel like, oh, I'm definitely in.
You were on the fence yesterday. Now you crossed over. The grass is greener. But there's more fences you got to cross. I'm going to take you with me.
Shannon goes next.
You got everything it takes. I'm going to take you on to the next round.
And with that, Shannon joins Ashley through to the next round on John's team. But now that it's Shauna's turn to meet with John, the question is, has she done enough to move on?
It's okay.
When I saw you, I thought you had what it takes. You came in here and the dance kicked in. But, I mean, you're like right there, and I don't know. I didn't flip a coin and do whatever, but I'm going to take you over to the next side.
You're keeping me?
I'm going to keep you.
Thank you so
got
much. It's okay, just tell me. He was drawing it out. I was like, come on, wrap it up, so I can get out and cry. Then he said completely opposite of what I thought he was going for.
For John Sally, the final choice is between Kelly and Andrea. Both girls feel they have good reason to believe they'll be going home tonight.
I tried really hard on the song, but the way my voice is, it's really hard for me to belt out a low song.
He told me I was tone deaf. He goes, has anybody ever told you that you're tone deaf and you can't sing?
This is a moment that John Sally has not been looking forward to.
You know you're my favorite. You just know the whole thing, and it's killing me. So how'd I put this? Put it as nice as I possibly can put it. I know you can dance. Your personality has been wonderful, but in order to be the all-American girl, you don't have the ability. And I can't take you over. It hurts me, trust me. It's been agonizing over it all day, but somebody has to go, baby. And I just can't put you in that position. Thank you for being on my team. And don't let this be the stop or whatever you gotta do. And don't make me cry. I'm too big to cry on television. Kelly, don't do it.
Kelly's elimination is devastating to her team.
I understand that he had to make a decision. And, he's like, it would take years to teach you how to do what these girls already have, not days or weeks. So, and that's completely fine. I am an all-American girl, and that doesn't change the fact that I am because I didn't make it to the next round.
I'm gonna keep it.
And with Kelly's elimination, Andrea is John Sally's final choice for his team.
Oh my God. I'm just so excited. I was really, really convinced that I was not gonna make it to the next cut.
The coaches are down to 4 girls each. On Jerry Halliwell's team, Christy, Jessica, Monica, and Kira. On John Sally's team, Shauna, Shannon, Andrea, and Ashley. And on Suzanne DePass's team, Carrie, Natalie, Allie, and Tara.
Tomorrow at 9/8 Central, it's the World Figure Skating Championships on ABC.
Next week, one more girl will be sent home.
That stays, I expect 110%.
My heart just is killing me.
And you, the American public, will decide who stays and who goes. Find out the girls' secrets.
There is one person who I really don't trust.
Their weaknesses.
I've never ever dealt with death before.
And get to know their true personalities.
Ultimately, I'm competing for myself.
As the girls battle for the final places in the competition.
This isn't what team wins, this is what person wins.